February 6, 2020, Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. Meeting's called to order. A roll call, please.
Mr. Perez.
Here.
Mr. Margaret.
Here.
Mr. Long.
Here.
Any conflict of interest statements?
No, sir.
Approval of minutes of the meeting of January 30th, 2020. Defer. I didn't see them.
I motion we defer the minutes of the meeting of January 30th, 2020.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item A, perpetual easements for 4 pump stations with Little Calumet River Basin Development Commission submitted for approval. Mr. Smith?
Yes, good morning, Mr. President and Board. This is an ongoing discussion between the city, engineering department, sanitary district, and Little Cal River Basin Commission. I was hopeful that our trusty chief of staff would get back to me with some information. But however, at this point, he has not. And I know that Mr. Button is here today. We had a discussion yesterday with Mr. Wilgus, Mr. Button, and the Chief of Staff, and we're trying to work through this issue. So if we could defer this, but put it on the agenda for next week, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion that we defer this until next Thursday, February 13th, 2020.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item B, license agreement renewal with Porter's Apparel, Inc. for 4510, 4524, 4532, and 4536 Holman Avenue. This appears to be something from Mr. Novak. Okay.
Yeah, this was this was sent by HDEM. It's an annual, I believe, by Mr. Novak. I would request it to be approved as presented.
Okay, then I'll make a motion that we approve the license agreement with Porter's Apparel.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, that's B. Item C, license agreement renewal with Remediation Management Services Company for access located at the intersection of Roosevelt and White Oak Avenue.
Similarly, I believe this is also from Mr. Novak. I would request it to be approved as presented. It's just I think it's an annual, or if not, every couple-year renewal.
Okay. Make a motion to approve the license agreement with Remediation Management Services.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye. Item D, correspondence received from Chief of Police John Doty requesting correctional officers Dylan Lassard and Vincent Giamona receive the promotional raise for correctional officers effective January 30th, 2020.
And make a motion to approve Chief Doty's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item E, correspondence received from Stevenson Crane Service, Inc., requesting road closure of the 6,000 block of Erie, Highland to Calumet on Wednesday, February 12th, 2020, for setting of a new switchgear at the NIPSCO substation. Mr.
Good morning. Yes,
Morning.
hi. So this request, we had coordinated with Pat Vicari, Lieutenant Pat Vicari, about a week or so ago with regard to doing a road closure on Erie Street. This is for NIPSCO to set switchgear. So Stevenson Crane is the contractor to assist in unloading. It's an 8-hour road closure. They will coordinate local traffic to get people in and out of the neighborhood, those that are there. They'll be putting up no parking signs and making notifications to all the residents. So we've reviewed this, and we would recommend your approval to close the road, Erie Street, on February 12th.
Okay, make a motion to approve Stevenson Crane Services request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item F, agreement to rehabilitate property located at 919 Lion Street, submitted for approval.
Mr. President, I believe this should have been signed by the homeowner. If it is, Mr. Luter has requested this through the inspections department, and we would request its approval as presented.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the rehabilitation agreement at 919 Lion Street.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item G, agreement to rehabilitate property located at 4140 Sheffield Avenue, first extension, submitted for approval.
Mr. President, this is a first extension. I can tell you that Mr. Luter requested this. He has indicated at the kind of end of January that he was pleased to see the progress in the house during the recent inspection and was looking forward to seeing the project finish up. So it is moving along. They just need a little more time. We'd request it be approved as presented.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion to approve the extension of the rehabilitation agreement for 4140 Sheffield.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item H, Amusement Devices Week of March 3rd. Let me step back. February 3rd, 2020, submitted for approval.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the amusement devices.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Quite the canard, eh? Item I, right-of-way permit form submitted for approval. All vetted, according to Mr. Parker.
Are they all the same? Do I need to go over the one?
I think there's 4 different ones, right?
Yeah, there's multiple.
Yeah.
So do we need to?
No,
announce it?
no,
Just
no,
okay.
he's vetted.
Okay. I make a motion to approve the right-of-way permits.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Mr. Long. Number 6, matters from board members.
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. Item 7, matters from other department heads and/or their representatives. Seeing nothing. Okay, new business, I see none. Old business. 15, status on property located at 1503 Myrtle Avenue.
The deed restriction was mailed to the owners. I was kind of hoping they'd be here today, maybe due to the weather, they have not. But we're waiting for them to sign it, bring it back in, and we'll present it to the board. I don't know if we want to continue it for next week. I assume it should be signed and back in our hands by then.
I mean, it's something we need to approve, obviously, right?
Yes,
You think a week's good?
I think so. I think they
Yeah.
seem pretty anxious.
And then
Yeah.
we would just, once it's signed by the board, we're going to record it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion that we reset this for next week, February 13th, 2020, for status.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item 10, meeting open to the public. Anyone here like to speak? No? Thumbs up? I'll entertain adjournment.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye. We tried to make it